Oh man. This one. What's up, nerds, and welcome to another noisy news week for the week of June 27th, 2020. Here's where I fill you in on some notable news posted to noisypixel.net this past week. Starting off the news roundup, we have a Super Smash Bros. Ultimate announcement that Min Min from ARMS will be a new playable character. I don't really care about ARMS, and I don't really care about Smash Brothers. I can tell you that I am highly disappointed that it wasn't that Twin Tails, that character. Never played the game, but I know the characters. Anyway, Min Min will be available on June 29th as a new DLC fighter. Activision announced that Toys for Bob will be developing a new Crash Bandicoot adventure with Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time, for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, releasing on October 2nd. Activision has been doing this lately where they just announce a game with the release date, and I believe these were meant for E3 announcements, but they're just staggering them across the months because of all the event cancellations. Anyway, this game looks really cool and the trailer is actually rather entertaining. Idea Factory International announced that the Compile Hard developed RPG Death End Request 2 will be coming to PlayStation 4 and PC on August 25th. The PC version of the game will contain the uncensored glitch costumes, but the PS4 version will have the new updated versions of the costumes. So make your choice. Regardless, there is a digital deluxe version and a limited physical edition for the PS4, which has a lot of goodies in it. The publisher also released a new trailer for Neptunia Virtual Stars, coming to PlayStation 4 in 2021, and gives you a little taste of the Neptunia action that all you nerds are craving on your PlayStation 4. Inti Creates decided to reveal that they are developing Bloodstained Curse of the Moon 2 for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC at an unannounced date. Iga is returning to the game to add his ideas to the story and development, and it mirrors classic NES Castlevania titles, but with that special Inti Creates action touch that we all know and love. The developer also announced that Blaster Master 2 will also receive new DLC, adding Kana as this mini-game character where you grow different Kanas using materials found in the game, and you pretty much can grow your own waifu. I'm not complaining. Arc Systems Works released new gameplay showing Milia and Zato fighting, and as usual, there's two different fights where each of them win. And goddamn, Milia, you stole my heart. Spike Chunsoft announced that they will be publishing the Sharon the Wanderer, the Tower of Fortune, and the Dice of Fate on Nintendo Switch and PC in 2021. This is a dungeon crawler RPG where you're tasked with climbing this Tower of Fate as Sharon, and it's very roguelike and it's very fun. So if you have not played it on the Vita, then I suggest you look out for this release. NIS America made a couple of great announcements. The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 4 will be coming to PlayStation 4 on October 27th and Nintendo Switch and PC in 2021. This is the continuation of the long overdue RPG in the West. Man, I love this series. I'm whatever about the publisher change. I would have rather it be Xseed, but as long as we're getting it, I guess I can't complain. I did thoroughly enjoy Trails of Cold Steel 3, so I'm looking forward to this release as well. They continued with announcing another Falcom developed game, Ys 9 Monstrum Nox. What a terrible name, but it has to do with there's this monstrum that invades Adel in this version, and he has these special abilities, and it's he's cursed or whatever. Anyway, that's coming to PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, and PC. The game will first launch on PlayStation 4 in the West though, and then the other versions will come later. But yeah, very excited for these two Falcom games to finally come west. I'm waiting for a few other Legend of Heroes games to be announced, but we'll see. Koei Tecmo launched a new gameplay trailer for the Gus-developed RPG Fairy Tail, showing an overview of all the characters and magic and some of the unison magic that they can pull off, and the game will be coming to PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch on July 30th. And man, I am so excited about this game. And everything they show looks good. On a side note, we didn't cover it, but I'm going to tell you right now, there's an Arno Surge DX version in development, and God, I hope we get that. Anyway, I digress. Game looks great. I'm excited. MiHoYo announced that the final closed beta for Genshin Impact will come on July 4th, and that'll be available for PlayStation 4 and PC, and crossplay will be accessible. Modus Games released a new gameplay trailer for the Dreams Uncorporated RPG Chris Tales, and everything I always see of this game. It looks beautiful. If you have not checked out this game, I urge you to watch 9 minutes of this battle system trailer that Mark is probably showing right here, because I'm blown away. I never expected an indie RPG to hype me up this much, and I cannot stop thinking about this game. THQ Nordic launched a new trailer for the Experiment 101 action-adventure Biomutant, which has been in development for forever, and it still doesn't have a release date. But 9 minutes of action, and you can see some abilities of the hero, and that'll be coming to PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. CD Projekt Red released a new trailer for the open worlds RPG Cyberpunk 2077, and that'll be coming to PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC on November 19th. It just shows some characters, the environments, things that you can do in the city, and sets up the ambiance of the adventure. Square Enix released a new trailer for Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered, coming to PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, and iOS and Android on August 27th. The trailer highlights the different features of the game, as well as the multiplayer features, which they just announced that a new light version will be available for free when the game launches. So you can play 3 dungeons with up to 4 people, all for free. If one of those people owns the game, then those 3 free players can join in for 13 different dungeons available to them. So that's cool. So you can play with your friends even if they're not picking up the game, but they should. As bad as the Crystal Chronicles series became, this is by far the best one. An argument can be made for, what's that last one? Breakers or whatever? Let me see. This is the kind of in-depth story development you get here on Noisy Newsweek. Final Fantasy, The Crystal Bearers. An argument can be made for that game, but meh. Actually, it wasn't that good. What am I saying? Game Tomo released a few trailers for a couple of the games they have in development, one of them being Nimbus Infinity, and this just shows some of the mech action that awaits you in this game, and the mechs actually resemble the Zone of the Enders designs a little bit, so I'm kind of excited to see what they do with that. They also released a new trailer for Sumari, and man, it just looks adorable and dark because you only have one day to finish everything or everyone dies. So please check out these trailers if you haven't seen them yet. Moving on, Techland made a surprise reveal, adding new DLC to Dying Light called Dying Light Hellraid. Hellraid is a game that they are developing. It's a dark fantasy game, but this has nothing to do with that game. Instead, they kind of combined the universes just to have fun, I guess. It's more of a, you access an arcade in Dying Light, and then you go into the arcade because it's a portal, and then you just fight new demons and enemies, and you rank up in there. So it's kind of an arena-based game where you play through it over and over again and earn new points, and you can play up to 4 players online. So same thing, just different setting. On to visual novel news. Frontwing announced that Grisai Phantom Trigger Volume 7 will release on July 21st on Steam. They are planning some physical stuff, so be sure to be on the lookout for that. Spike Chunsoft released a new trailer for ReZero, Starting Life in Another World, The Prophecy of the Throne. It just shows some gameplay elements with English text, so I'm waiting to see more about this game. It looks interesting, but visual novel games based off of anime licenses can be pretty dry in the long run if you're not really dedicated to the world. So I hope this is more dedicated to a general audience to get more people invested in not only visual novels, but the anime and vice versa. Playism launched a new trailer for the Glitch Pitch developed Idle Sim Idle Manager, and it shows all the dark sides of idle life, and it shows some nice sides where you can date your idol because you're the manager. If the title of the game didn't make that clear, and you can date the girls, but that can create drama with people like taking pictures of you and then writing stories online about you guys. So maybe don't do that, or maybe do. It's up to you. Just USA. Oh man. This one. Okay. Just USA announced that they will publish Shujo Dominance, My Precious Reina, and that'll be coming July 22nd to the Jazz Store in the West. And it is a story about a girl who just likes to be close with her father, and he likes to be close with her. And so they do stuff. Hang out. Moving on. Kakai Games announced that the Connection developed visual novel The Warmth Between Us has received an English patch. They weren't going to do this. They released it a few months ago, and they've been working on the localization for 3 months just to share it with Western fans, and that is available now on Steam. Gigu Games released a new trailer for the boy love visual novel My Dangerous Life, coming to PC via Steam on July 23rd. The trailer highlights some of the characters and shows some of the scenes and the CGs and all the pretty boys that you've had your eye on. They're bad boys, I hear. So, I mean, if the title didn't give it away, things might get dangerous. On the site, we have interviews. Shift Up did an interview with us on their mobile CCG, Destiny Child, and it is one of the best interviews that I've done in a long time. They answered all the questions fully, and I urge you to please check it out. We have an interview also with Romancing Saga Reuniverse developers. Please check that one out too. I love the Saga series, so I just want to share what new games are coming west with everyone. Previews on the site. We have Story of Seasons, Friends of Mineral Town. Reviews, we have SpongeBob SquarePants, Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, The Last of Us Part 2, which has the most downvotes of any of our reviews. Let me tell you something, guys. I've reviewed games where you have sex with your little sisters and nobody says shit. And The Last of Us Part 2, because you guys are so upset about someone making a game, you're gonna go and downvote me? And I know it's not you viewers. I'm just saying, people are a little mad about a video game about zombies. I mean, say what you want about the gameplay. It's a little too long, the second act, but development-wise, design-wise, gameplay-wise, wonderful. Anyway, bunch of haters. Burnout Paradise Remastered on Switch, Brigandine, The Legend of Runercia, Pokemon Sword and Shield, Isle of Armor, Alwa's Legacy, and Namco Museum Archives Volume 1 and 2. And guys, that's the show. That's it. Might be a little long. We'll see. Who cares? We're just hanging out. We're not going anywhere. Be safe. Stay indoors. See you in a week.